Hey folks, Eric Leamy here. You're watching yet another video from my secondary YouTube channel / secondary YouTube vlog, in which I present to you all my sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my soul, and my mental oddball shenanigans come from my mind and brain. This is EML77 TV. This is episode 786. Excuse me. August 14, 2020, 11:10 p.m. And I am the self-proclaimed Intercontinental Champion. Only just joking. I'm just having some fun with you guys. Well, Friday night SmackDown was over an hour ago. I just took a shower, as you know. I just finished taking my shower, getting laundry done. I usually vow I never would go to sleep until I get my laundry done. As you can see, my bed's been stripped because I'm washing my clothes, washing my bedding, and it's in the dryer right now, and I'm washing my clothes to make sure it's everything done. I try to put on a t-shirt so I can look presentable for this episode of EML77 TV. So I'm wearing my Kabuki Warrior shirt, even though Kairi Sane is no longer with the company. She's retired, but she's part of the company as an ambassador. Why did I say that? I don't know. Oh, no longer the company. She's part of the company still as an ambassador. So SmackDown kicked off with the Retribution recap from last week of what the carnage they caused. Big E went one-on-one with John Morrison for the first time around. They tried this matchup, but Retribution decided to attack both Big E and John Morrison. So, later on Retribution, a little bit more. But it seems like there's a lot more people part of Retribution now. We don't know who they are still. They're still in the masks, hoods, and hoodies, and pants, and everything else. They had the Women's Tri-Branded Battle Royal to decide the number one contender for Bayley's SmackDown Women's Championship. Two lone NXT superstars did represent. That would be Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox, who that kind of ticked off. You know, I think all these people had been made enemies of Bayley and Sasha Banks, and and as they were announcing the competitors, Bayley and Sasha just realized you got this all wrong. And then Asuka comes to the ring. Asuka was one of the people. It was a brouhaha, a lot of memorable eliminations, and it was down to between Asuka and Shayna Baszler. Bayley and Sasha tried to help out, but Asuka ended up winning the Battle Royal. So Asuka's going for 2 belts. I think Asuka 2 belts could be in an order. A little payback, possibly, on behalf of Kairi Sane. And as Bayley and Banks were talking about in the back, Asuka attacks them again. And then Mandy Rose had decided to challenge Sonya Deville to a hair versus hair match at SummerSlam. Going to be an interesting matchup. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss had a little chat. Alexa Bliss says, I'm fine. You know, because Nikki Cross felt bad for what happened to Alexa. But, you know, she says she'll talk to Braun Strowman. Sheamus went one-on-one with Shorty G, a.k.a. Chad Gable. Sheamus won the matchup. And then the AJ Styles Phenomenal Intercontinental Statistics System debuted. And there was if you saw a familiar face, a big guy in glasses, no, that's not me. But it's Joseph Park, a.k.a. Abyss. I think his real name is Christopher Park. But he made his debut on SmackDown as, you know, I think he should be AJ's manager, in my personal opinion. But who knows if they're going to work that storyline. It'd be great. As AJ Styles was talking, Jeff Hardy shows up, shows respect to AJ Styles, and said, hey, I would like to challenge you for that sweet new Intercontinental title. AJ Styles says no. Jeff Hardy hits him, and then writes his name on the board there. And then Caleb Braxton interviewed AJ Styles, and then he said, you know what, that's it. So, but next week they'll have the Intercontinental Championship matchup. It'll be AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. It'll be a heck of a matchup as well. Lucha House Party, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura were talking. They snuck out and stole the tag team titles. Grand Metalik went one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura. But Kalisto has returned, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Kalisto has returned after a long layoff because of shoulder injury. And Metalik picked up the victory as a result. They interviewed Alexa Bliss about what happened. And it seems like Alexa Bliss is still speechless about what Braun Strowman said about her. More on that situation. Caleb Braxton decided to interview Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle says, hey, I can understand. You know, I want to compete. Shorty G apologized, and then Corbin blindsided Riddle. And then Sonya Deville accepted Mandy Rose's challenge for the hair versus hair match at SummerSlam. And so that match will be happening at SummerSlam. Mandy Rose going one-on-one with Sonya Deville. They tried a second shot at Big E versus John Morrison, second time around. Big E picked up the victory by submission, but the lights were flickering on and off again. Retribution's been playing games. They started attacking everybody in the back, referees, officials, and they were accosting poor Kayla Braxton. Hopefully Kayla's okay. Everybody was out surrounding the ring to make sure Retribution does not show up. Jessica Carr says that, and one of the referees said, hey, they're attacking in the back, and they did, so they checked up on everybody to see if it was okay. And then after Big E's victory, Sheamus bro kicks Big E. That's going to be a heck of a feud, Sheamus and Big E. I'm sure it dates all the way back to the New Day versus the League of Nations, if you've forgotten. And then Braun Strowman's arrived. Alexa Bliss confronts Braun Strowman. Strowman decides to get her out. I don't care about you. I want the Fiend. And then Alexa Bliss slapped him a couple of times. I was like, what are you doing? And Braun Strowman has a new look. He shaved his head bald. And then Braun just press slammed Bliss. When the lights went out, the Fiend arrived. Braun's laughing. And so it's driving the Fiend crazy. So Braun Strowman, is he playing mind games with the Fiend himself? It'll be very interesting next week. 205 Live, Everrise issued an open challenge to any tag team. Legado del Fantasma decided to accept the challenge after Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza, with NXT Cruiserweight champ Santos Escobar as the leader, defeated Everrise, while Arya Daivari picked up a victory over Jake Atlas. So that was the 205 Live as well. So the SummerSlam match card goes like this so far. WWE Championship on the line. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. The Universal title on the line. Strowman versus Wyatt. United States title. Apollo Crews versus MVP. Raw Women's title. Sasha Banks versus Asuka. The Raw Tag Team titles will be on the line. Street Profits versus Andrade and Garza with Zelina Vega in their corner. I wouldn't be surprised if Bianca Belair will be in the corner of the Street Profits. Dominic Mysterio goes one-on-one with Seth Rollins. The SmackDown Women's title has been set. Bayley versus Asuka. Asuka will be pulling double duty at SummerSlam. And hair versus hair. Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. And here's the big thing. SummerSlam is not going to be taking place at the Performance Center. Rumor has it they have a lease agreement in Orlando with the Amway Center. So, and possibly for future tapings in the long run. Will NXT remain at full sale? Who knows? So this is a huge opportunity for the WWE. WWE is taking a step forward out of the Performance Center. So we will see what happens then. So I'm really excited about the new venture that they're going to be on. So we will see what happens this Monday night on Raw. It's going to be a very, very interesting situation. Will Retribution cause more trouble? So this is going to be exciting times. You talk about SummerSlam coming up, and then the week after SummerSlam, it's WWE Payback. I just renewed my subscription to the WWE Network. I'm excited about it. Here we go. And as you know, tomorrow we'll debut 4 top indie federations, 2 from Europe. 3 from Europe, 1 from the States. One from the States is Evolve. The WWE bought that. And then you got WXW in Germany, ICW from Scotland, and Progress Wrestling from England, the British Wrestling Organization. So those, check it out. You can see some of the NXT UK and NXT superstars from this is one of the matches before they before they came here to the WWE to make an impact. So that's the way we stand right now. I'm really excited about it. I really all gung-ho and go for it, and so that's the stuff that happened tonight. So I'm excited. Hope you are too. Let's see, that's basically just about it. So that will be all the time we have on this show. Again, Retribution been growing in numbers now. We got more people. Who's in it? What's going on? We'll find out. So look at Aces and Eights mystery thing. I think you're going to see. I think after SummerSlam, I think that storyline is going to start rolling. Trust me on that one. All right. I will see you guys later. This is episode 786 completed, and SmackDown 205 Live recap of August the 14th, 2020. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Good night, and sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. God bless. Peace. I'll see you in episode 787. Bye.